Right now, there's not a single thing I can't do.
Yes, sir. It's finally happening. After 25 years of dropping the files, yo. How y'all doing? So, I was on the train. Let me give you guys the full rundown, right? I want you guys to know how I finally decided to do this. So I'm on the train on my way home, and I was meditating, listening to music, and I'm like, yo, I need to figure out what to do for my main channel, right? Like, I don't want to just... I can't upload My Hero content on here because it's in the My Hero channel. So I'm like, all right, what was my original plan? Parody shit, right? So I don't know what. Let me get my food on. All right, I'm back. Right. Is that the crisp Tekken 8? Yeah, it is. All right, so I was on my way to work, right? From work. I came up with this idea literally like 40 minutes ago. So I'm off work on the train. I'm like, all right, so I was gonna do parody shit. And I did work on some Naruto overlay parody shit. You guys have seen like the Sasuke with the hand in the control. So I'm like, all right, what am I gonna do? And I can't remember what I thought of. It was something like, I think it was reflex, like something in the back of my head like made me think of the Storm Community. I don't remember exactly what started it. And then I was like, yo, wait a minute. Why don't I like okay, so now I remember. I was like, what do the people want, right? What do they keep asking me to do? Storm stuff. And back in my head, I'm like, I'm not going back to that game, bro. I need to. And I was like, I'll pay somebody to play the game for me before I actually play that shit. I'm not playing Storm again, because I already said that. And then I was like, wait a minute. I had like an idea about like a parody in the back of my head. And then like I did like an inside joke. Like, what if Pain fought one of the top players? Because I was trying to like think of the video on like how to edit. And then I was like, wait a minute, why don't I do the release video that everybody keeps asking me for, but do it in the parody context way and make it a series? Right? How do I eat off this for a while? Because I don't want to make this like one video. Now, how do I do this long term?
Get ready for the next battle.
So then I came up with the idea. I was like, yo, what if, because I've been watching parody shit all day. I was like, what if I did a parody video where Sasuke doesn't just play the game, but he also kind of talked about it a little bit. And then I was like, aha. And then I got the idea to just parody it. So I was like, what would be funny? I'll simple control. I'm playing a Hoshi with going on.
Round 2. Fight.
Yeah, so then I came up with the idea, and I was like, okay, so what's funnier than just having Sasuke play the game? Something that would be lucrative. It's like, what if we just had him, or had the Naruto characters pretend, or at least kind of like roleplay as if they are the Storm Community? I can tell the documentary, or it won't be a documentary, it'll kind of be like a parody thing, which is the whole point of it. I can have the characters pretend to be different people throughout the Storm Community, and that'll be the funny thing. That's the parody. That's the skit. It's not a skit. That's like the ultimate joke, is because half the shit that I'm gonna be referencing, one, you have to kind of be a part of the Storm Community or know about the lore to understand, but it's also still gonna have comedic effect because it's gonna be Naruto references and shit that anybody with common sense can relate to. So it's gonna be one of those things. Definitely block flow. Simple controls in red rank is crazy. I know, right? Let me lock in real quick. So that's how I came up with the idea. I've been wanting to do something with this, but I don't want to play Storm. So that's how I came up with the idea. And that's what the series is gonna be. Love if you could just tank that. Spam it, grabs him. I love how no one knows how to play a high rank. What the fuck? Spam and grabs and loads. Okay. I totally lost that. Alright. So yeah, that's what I came up with. So basically, it's gonna be an ongoing thing, and I was gonna have Miss you be in the VC because I kind of need your help with this. I remember the basic lore behind the Storm Community and different stuff and references that we're gonna get. That's gonna be funny. It's an inside joke, but you remember actual usernames more than I do. So the funny parody is gonna be me referencing these things. So for example, I had an idea of maybe I'll have Pain kind of roleplay as Playco, kind of roleplay a bit, and I'll kind of do like an inside joke where he's in the Akatsuki hideout trying to pick his name, and then he'll be like, "What about Playco Armboy?" And everybody's gonna be like, "That's ridiculous." But that's the real name, right? Like, it's just comedic timing on shit that's a clear meme, not to be taken seriously. But you know, if you're a part of the shit, the saddest part is that's actually, you know, real shit. I'm also gonna feature Reflex in there as Donzo. Reflex is going to be Donzo. This is gonna be mad funny. It's gonna be mad funny. Reflex obviously has to be Donzo. We're gonna have the babe. That's the legendary Storm player reference. We're gonna have all that type of shit, bro. Probably gonna have Nechi be awesome or something like that. Have him wake up Kunai out the bed like, babe, I matched make with the legendary Storm player. It'll be like Sasuke on the other side of the screen or some shit. I have a whole bunch of ideas with it. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I don't know who to make him, honestly. I know Donzo has to be like, I have a couple of ideas. Reflex has to be Donzo. That's not even like debatable. Bro, how did you get to this rank? Are we dead? How did you seriously get this far? What the fuck? Niggas know one combo. Once you finish that one combo, these niggas are cooked. Like, how do we... That's been my only Tekken experience. They know one combo. Once you get past that one combo, they have no idea what they're doing. They just grab and try to low spam. That's my entire Tekken experience. We all know who Madara is gonna be. Who's Madara? See if we can guess this right. Who do you think Madara is gonna be? Who do you think Madara is? Yuri has to probably be Toby or some shit. Toby's a troll. Can't take Yuri seriously. I'd have figured. But like, it's not gonna be a thing where I'm like giving every single character in Naruto to be a specific person. It's not gonna be like that. It's not like every single character in the Leaf is gonna actually be a Storm player. It's more or less having the people in Naruto represent the Storm players through different references, parody memes, and stuff like that. So I'm not gonna actually have, per se, like, say, Madara be Playco. It's not gonna be exact, like, okay, Madara is just... He's gonna kind of quote him in ways and reference different things. Just for example. Hashirama's definitely gonna be Senju. Afro Senju, that's obvious. Just for meme's sake and for the fact that it's a direct reference. Right. So why is Afro Senju? Because Afro Senju, right, or say Hashirama disappeared for years, right? He's dead. But in this canon, he disappeared. Right? The same thing as being dead. Everybody thought he was dead. He doesn't get back on the game. You can kind of see the reference here. So Afro doesn't play Storm. Everybody quote unquote thinks he's done with Storm. He's dead off the game, right? So I'm going to play around with that and kind of have Afro be Hashirama. And we're going to do like a Storm trial episode where we go back to the reference. Oh, man. I have so many ideas, bro. So we're gonna play around with this for a bit, right? So we're gonna go back to the reference. If you guys have been a fan of the channel long enough, you guys know that I did a Hashirama. Hold on, I'm trying to give you guys the let me hold up. Turn off my console. I do not play Storm Connections anymore, guys. If I do, it is literally for video purposes. I do not do spars unless it's for money. If you guys want to match you, I don't want to be that guy, but unfortunately, yes, there is a. You can join and be a membership on the channel if you guys want to do like a first to 5 set or something. You gotta get a membership for the channel for that. But I'm not playing Storm for free. I'm not gonna lose my sanity for free. You know, you guys have paid me in the past to play it. It's not like I won't play Storm. It's just that there's literally a cost for me getting on there, and it's gonna be to the equated amount that you give me.
All night until the morning come. Still pitching long nights until my fortune come. That's big checks on the side like the off-white Jordan. Hey yo, they think this shit a game, nigga.
There we go.
They think this shit a game. Hey yo, they think this shit a game until I pull up, let it
Okay.
rain. Until I pull up, let it rain. Until I pull up, let it rain. Hey yo, they think this shit a game, nigga. Hey yo, they think this shit a game. Hey yo, they think this shit a game until I pull up, let it bang, nigga. Until I pull up, let it bang. Until I pull up, let it.
I used to be a man of the people. Hit the clubs and mingle. Used to dream one day I'd be fucking pink like a flamingo. That was back when I smoked cannabis. Man, but it was tough cause I was a fan of his. So it sucked to hand him his ass. But yeah, looking back on my feuds, how me and Ja Rule almost got cool cause we shot pool back in 01. Was it 02? I don't know, but something told me fucking not to. Then we got stuck in high school. I shoved an Oscar up his wazoo. Yeah, but I think of the rappers I slayed and buried like every night. In every career I might have killed. Sometimes I say a prayer and I wonder, is there a heaven for a G? And if so, is the sanctuary nice? Studios for rap like Julio, shooting craps at gangsters paradise. Here a mic, there a mic, everywhere a mic, share alike, but just don't compare alike. Instead of comparing me, pick a fair fight. Compare me to lightning, that similarity striking. Compare me to Jaws, compare me to Manson, Marilyn or Charles, compare me to Nas, Biggie or Pac. Do not compare me to the Iggy bitch or all this fucking Milli Vanilli hip hop. This is where all that silly shit stops. Compare me to the pistol, the trigger, the stock, the semi, the Glock. Now Millies get cocked, I'm sending a shot. Don't come around with them floss raps trying to stunt. Compare me to me, Big Willies get popped.
I don't care. I'll keep it.
Compare them to scabs, I'm picking them off. They're going home to fuck Nicki Minaj. Compare me to Diggity Doss. Yeah, I'm higgity hitting it raw. In the trailer park, told her I played a part like Caden Starks. Ate a twat like a tater tot. Oh shit, get the strap like a training bra. Lunchtime like at 8 o'clock, but Shady's not for the faint of heart. Going at these bricks like Lorena Bobbitt. Y'all want drama, we can make a scary movie like Marlon Wayne. Y'all looking at the charred remains of Charlemagne God. Slim Whip, West Side Conway. I'm not playing, I cock back, aim, and I spray you like.
Fuck, bro. Bro, this show just be popping up. Before y'all say, this is what you watch. I don't have a custom feed. This is my custom feed. Which I haven't set up yet. Before y'all be like, oh, this is what you watch. I don't even know if it's here. Anyway, if you guys have been a fan of the channel long enough, you guys know I did like a Hashirama ban video on why I thought Hashirama should have been banned at a certain point. This is what kind of started my extreme dislike for the Storm community. There's a whole bunch of context, but I presented evidence for why Hashirama should have been banned at the time, and everybody kind of just said, you're not a pro player, shut up. Then Afro Senju showed out the blue and was like, nah, we're not banning him, despite not playing the game whatsoever, and everybody was just like, okay. So we're gonna play around with that concept. We're gonna have like Naruto be like, "This character's broken, my nigga." I was like, "Why the fuck is this allowed in competitive sets?" So I was like, "Nigga, stop complaining. It sounds like a skill issue." Like, nah, nigga, this nigga's breaking the game, getting hitboxes, like the whole thing, the whole skit. And then we'll have Hashirama. We'll do like a courtroom type of thing, or like a trial in the Leaf Village. And then we'll have Hashirama just come out of nowhere. Everybody's gonna be like, "I thought you were dead." I'm like, "Nigga, you don't even play Storm anymore." "Yeah, but..." And everybody's just gonna start glazing him as a top NA player, as a top. Yeah. It'd be funny. "I said you cannot ban me, so it won't happen." Everybody's gonna be like, "Okay." He's like, "Nigga, he doesn't even play anymore." Like, bro, I'm telling you, it's gonna be funny. So I'm gonna give you a quick little scene in my head real quick. The intro is gonna be Pain is gonna be monologuing the intro. All right. All right, and then they'll generate, and then he'll give the speech.
There once was a community, a place where you were free to play as a shinobi of your choosing. Players lined up, hung out, and selected their favorite characters
We're gonna
for
slow
this
the speech down
beloved
a little bit.
series. And then, on that fateful day, it happened. There once was a community, a place where you were free to play as a shinobi of your choosing. Players lined up, hung out, and selected
There
their
we go.
favorite characters for this beloved series. And then, on that fateful day, it happened. The game changed forever. It was no longer a game for some, but a way of life for all.
There we go.
There once was a community, a place where you were free to play as a shinobi of your choosing. Players lined up, hung out, and selected their favorite characters for this beloved series. And then, on that fateful day, it happened. The game changed forever. It was no longer a game for some, but a way of life for all. Some call themselves casuals. Some call themselves pros. But all of them are victims of an endless cycle of pain. This is the story of a caged community ravaged by greed. This is the Storm Chronicles. There once was a community, a place where you were free to play as a shinobi of your choosing. Players lined up, hung out, and selected their favorite characters for this beloved series. And then, on that fateful day, it happened. The game changed forever. It was no longer a game for some, but a way of life for all. Some call themselves casuals. Some call themselves pros. But all of them are victims of an endless cycle of pain. This is the story of a caged community ravaged by greed. This is the story of the greatest circus. There once was a community, a place where you were free to There once was a community, a place where you were free to play as a shinobi of your choosing. Players lined up, hung out, and
He
selected
said
their
if it ain't
favorite
masked,
characters
then
for this beloved series. And then, on that fateful
it may be.
day, it happened. The game changed forever. It was no longer a game for some, but a way of life for all. Some call themselves casuals. Some call themselves pros. But there once was a community, a place where you were free to play as a shinobi of your choosing. Players lined up, hung out, and selected their favorite characters for this beloved series. And then, on that fateful day, it happened. The game changed forever. It was no longer a game for some, but a way of life for all. Some call themselves casuals. Some call themselves pros. But all of them are victims of an endless cycle of pain. This is the story of a caged community ravaged by greed. This is the story of the greatest circus of all time. This is the Storm Chronicles.
That's fucking peak. Keeping that one. So you guys kind of get the idea. All right.
Nah, bro, I am a top NA player. I solo half of you in this Discord with 0 to no effort. What you won a single match and
Nah, bro, I am a top NA player. I solo half of you in this Discord with 0 to no effort. What you won a single match and think you have what it takes. I literally 3-0'd you last week, want me to get the screenshots. Nah, bro, I am a top NA player. I solo half of you in this Discord with 0 to no effort. What you won a single match and think you have what it takes. I literally 3-0'd you last week, want me to get the screenshots. Nah, bro. I am a top NA player. I solo half of you in this Discord with 0 to no effort. What you won a single match and think you have what it takes. I literally clapped you 3-0 last week. Do you want me to get the screenshots and show the receipts? Fine. First to 5 then. Nah, bro, I am a top NA player. I solo half of you in this Discord with 0 to no effort. What you won a single match and think you have what it takes. I literally clapped you 3-0 last week. Do you want me to get the screenshots and show the receipts? Fine, first to 5 then.
Like this. A little accurate shit. So stuff like this I'm gonna be working on for a while. I have to get the other voices as well, but it's definitely a work in progress. The most tedious part is kind of getting the clips all in one. That's the most annoying part.
Nah, bro, I am a top NA player. I solo half of you in this Discord with 0 to no effort. What you won a single match and think you have what it takes. I literally clapped you 3-0 last week. Do you want me to get the screenshots and show the receipts? Fine, first to 5 then.
It's a work in progress. Can't wait. Not gonna lie. All professional. That's what it is, y'all. I don't want to make an announcement. I don't want to take too much more. I want y'all to see it.